Right, so we're going to try to welcome back. Today we're looking at an electric scooter. Right, so yeah, you saw it right. They sent me an electric scooter, and I have no idea what they were thinking. I have had it for a few weeks, and when it came to filming, I almost didn't get to do it because a big thunderstorm came, and I was thinking, is it the best idea to review an electric scooter in a thunderstorm? But it all adds to the fun. Well, let's take a look at it now. It is something a little bit different, but we're a bit surprising as well. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. So first of all, I want to thank Banggood for sending this product out to review, and if you are interested at looking at it, I will leave links in the description down below, along with a promotional code to get you even more money off. Right, so first of all, if we do take a quick look at it, as you can see, it does look bulky. It's called Engwe, I think, E-N-G-W-E. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But as you can see, it's got thicker wheels than you usually see on a scooter. It's got indicators, it's got a kickstand, it's got disc brakes. It's got this really comfy seat as well, very surprising. And then obviously we've got the handlebars, we've got a couple of keys. It's got like a speedometer, and it tells you the battery and distance travelled. On the left, you've got a few different buttons. So you've got lights, indicators, and they've also got a horn on it as well, which were good fun. And the brake lights as well. And the indicators, as you can see there, they do also work when the lights aren't on. And if we take a look at it at night, nobody's going to miss you. It's got LED light strips on the left and right, and I thought it looked a bit like too much, but after seeing the kids on it, it kind of makes it feel safer when they're out. You can see you've got a charging port there on the side. And if I turn on the dial at night, it does look a bit better than it did in the day. And I think that's the battery at the top. I lifted up the back wheel, and you can see it reaches 22 kilometers per hour, but obviously this is still, I'm just lifting it up. Now, when I was riding it, I was getting on average about 25 kilometers per hour, and I'm a big lad. What I did notice is if I was going downhill, I'd get to like 30 kilometers per hour and the speedometer would just shoot down to 22, but I felt myself going faster. So I don't know if there's some kind of limiter on the speedo, but I was going faster and it just kind of dropped. Now, as I said, this video's a little bit different, but what I liked about it, it let me get out with the kids, and we just had a brilliant day. So I was just getting a few different clips, and it were my daughter following me on her scooter, and we just went for a ride. Now, it doesn't look like I'm going very fast, and I'm not breaking no land speed records, but here I'm going about 25 kilometers per hour, and like I said, I'm not light, and I exceed the weight limit for this scooter, and it was still really good. Now, what I said about water is the puddles and that, and I thought it might give it a few... My daughter there, look, she wanted to get involved, bless her. But even with the water splashing and everything, it didn't really affect it, and I thought it might have broken.
I hope you get wet through.
What a time to be alive. It's very quiet, which I suppose that's granted, innit? But as you can see, this is my daughter riding it, and she gets around 28 kilometers per hour on a flat, which it's a lot faster than I expected for an electric scooter. Now, obviously, I've never tested an electric scooter. This is the first one I've ever owned, and I didn't know what to expect. And then I just went for a little ride, put the camera on, and had a chat to it. So I don't know if I mentioned anything in there that I forgot now, so I'm going to jump over there. Mega windy. I'm going against the wind. You're looking about 20 kilometers per hour. Where are you going? Lost you. What? What? It's fell off? Oh, it's still there. Oh. So here, the kids were telling me I'd left the kickstand down, and I thought they were telling me the brakes had fell off, and I was like, whoa, what's happened? Well, yeah, that's what that were. Left the kickstand down, and they were just trying to tell me, and it was that windy I couldn't hear a thing. But if I've got wind behind me, it's not bad. And like, there's a lot of potholes on here. That's a puddle. Brilliant. Make a little bit of a noise though. But apart from that, this big bump. Oh. Hey up, love. For my size, I'm very impressed with this. And the kids are going to love it. Here we're at 26 kilometres per hour puddle. Legs wet.
Wow.
Look at this nose. So obviously when I was against the wind, I did slow down a little bit, just a couple of kilometres per hour. But one thing I did mention there was there's a little bit of like a grinding noise, and I'm not sure if that was caused from going through the puddles or if it's because I'm heavier than I'm meant to be. But if I jump over here now, I'm going to leave it playing, and just after I go through the puddle, or my daughter goes through the puddle, you're going to hear there's a little bit of grinding after going through the water. Now, granted, it's not very loud, but I don't know if I need to put some WD-40 on it. I don't know if I need to loosen or tighten anything off. But that's just one of those minor things what I could hear. But like I said, it got worse after going through the water, so maybe it was just that. Another thing to comment as well, I didn't realise after watching this, look how fast the eldest goes through the water on the... That's quite some speed, that, isn't it? And also, when pulling the brake, I think I need to tighten them up because I do need to pull it all the way in for it to work, and I've not really adjusted them, and I know I will be able to sort that out. Now, let me just tell you, at night is where I'm very impressed. Like I said, it gives me the ease of mind if my kids want to go out on it, everybody can see that there's someone there. The headlight... It's brilliant, it really is. So I know it's going to be safe for them to use. Now the LED lights on the side, maybe they could make it so you could just change it to a flat white light rather than all these disco colours going off. Like I said, these are minor things I'm picking with it. So then I said to my daughter, can you stand up on it? Because obviously these electric scooters, there's tons of them around now. And a lot of them round here, they have the stand up ones with the little wheels. So I said to my daughter, what's it like? Can you stand up? And she could stand up on it, but it wasn't really very comfortable for her, and it's not something she'd do. She'd use it as intended and use the seat. I said to her, go for it, go off-roading, see how you get on. And she took it onto this gravel stuff, and it coped fine. And I think those big wheels contribute to that as well. And then we had a bright idea. We were going to have a race across this car park, so see who could do it the fastest, and I didn't have high hopes for myself because, like I say, I'm a big lad. I'm not meant to be on these electric scooters. But like we said, we just treated it as a fun day out. We had a little race, and this is how it went. Now, granted, that looks like we're going really, really slow, doesn't it? And like I said, we're not going really, really fast, but we're averaging about 25 kilometres per hour. And I think the eldest did it something like 2 or 3 seconds faster than what I did. And that was to be expected, although I thought I was going to be a lot slower on it. So like I said, I absolutely love this. I really do. But there are a couple of things they could do with changing. Now, one thing is... the accelerator you use, it's like a motorbike, so when you turn it, you go. But if that key is turned on, if anybody turns that, it's gone. There's no switch or anything to disable it. So such as my youngest daughter, she's 8 years old and a bit too young for it. She wanted to try. So she stood there, she twisted it, she didn't realise how it worked, and it went straight into the side of my car. I let somebody else have a go on it. They got off it, pulled the revs without knowing. It nearly went into a car again. So I think something they could do with adding is some kind of way to disable that until you actually want to go. Now, another thing is when I got home, the battery was quite low, but I thought, I'm going to give it a ride up to my parents' house. They only live up the road, and just see how it copes. Now, when I was going uphill, I'll admit, I had to give it a little push. I'm like, trying to go. But then when coming back home, it was sound. Although I did make a mistake. When I set it up, I must not have locked the handlebars in place. And I'm going, I wonder why they're wobbling like that. And yeah, at 30 kilometres per hour, it's not a great thing to come across, is it? But I didn't fall off and no accidents happened. Now, one thing is, when setting it up or packing it up, it is a little bit fiddly, but once you've done it once or twice, it becomes the norm. You've got a little locking pin when the seat and the handlebars are down. The handlebars also flip in, and then you can put the seat up and then you just lock it all off and you're good to go. Same when you're packing it up, just do the reverse. Now, when it comes to price, I will leave a link in the description down below, and I'm also going to leave a code that Banggood have given me as well. And with this code, I think it comes round to about £450 in the UK. If you're outside the UK, I'm not sure. All in all, I really do. I like it. I want to thank Banggood for sending this scooter out for review as well. And I did. I don't know if I just really enjoyed it because of the day I had with the kids, or I did. We had a really good day. And I think it's something we'll do again. But let me know in the comments section down below, would you use an electric scooter and what would you use it for? Even if you work quite local, I think there's a 30-mile range on this. I think there's a 100 or 120 kilogram weight limit. I did charge it up. Now, the battery wasn't fully flat, but when charging it, it took around 4 hours to fully charge the battery. So yeah, that's it for this one. Absolutely loved it. Right, so that being said, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da! I love it, mate. I don't even know where I'm going. Ta-da!